Pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Before we start our Dhamma talk, Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, today also we are going to talk revision on mental factors, Cetasika. Cetasika means always arising together with the consciousness. Because of that, how we understand relationship between consciousness and mental factors. This is a very important thing. Because Chitta and Cetasika we cannot divide, but we can feel separately. But anyway, Chitta Cetasika arising together. How we understand? Ekupada is arising together with consciousness. Eka Nirodha ceasing together with consciousness, or perishing together with consciousness. Eka Lambana, having the same object as consciousness. Eka Vattuka, having the same base as consciousness. Now you see what are the how we understand the relationship between each other, arising together, ceasing together, having the same object and having the same base as consciousness. So, according to the characteristic of Cetasika mental factors, there are 52 mental factors. There are how many Cetasika? There are 52 mental factors. Can be classified into 4 broad categories. Mainly we can make 4 groups. 7 universal mental factors, 6 occasionals, 14 unwholesome factors, 25 beautiful factors. Now you see, those are 52 Cetasika. We can divide into 4 groups. We can make the 4 groups. Sabba Chitta Sadharana, 7 universals. Pakinaka, 6 occasionals. 14 unwholesome factors and 25 beautiful factors. Okay, this is the meaning. Then how we can go to the chart. Ethically variable factors, Anya Samana Cetasika, means the universal mental factors and occasional mental factors, we combine together, we can say Anya Samana. There are 13. What are the universal mental factors? Sabbachitta Sadharana, arising with every mind moment. Bhassa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekaggata, Jevitindriya, Manasikara. Bhassa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekaggata, Jevitindriya, Manasikara. Again, Bhassa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagrata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara. Okay, this is a universal mental factors. How about occasional mental factors? Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimokha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. Again, Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimokha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. Again, Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimokha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. Okay, those are 13 mental factors is called Anya Samana Chetasika, ethically variable factors. Again, the how about the akusala, unwholesome factors, akusala Chetasika, unwholesome factors. Those are unwholesome factors also we can count. There are 14. Okay. Moha, ahirika, anottappa, uddacca, lobha, ditti, mana, dosa, issa, machariya, kukkucca, thena, midda, vichikiccha, again, moha, ahirika, anottappa, uddacca. Those are 4 mental factors is called universals for unwholesome. Every unwholesome mind arising, those are 4 akusala chetasika. Lobha, ditti, mana. Lobha, ditti, mana is lobha, ditti, mana. Dosa, issa, machari, kukkucca arising together with the hater mind, domination mind. Dosa, issa, machari, kukkucca. Tina mid is to join. Tina mid is arising together with the akusa sasankarik mind. Vichikiccha is a doubt. Okay. Now, how about beautiful factors? Sobana chetasika, beautiful factors. Saddha, sati, hiri, ottappa, alobha, adosa, tatra majjhattata, kaya passaddi, chitta passaddi, kaya lahuta, chitta lahuta, kaya muduta, chitta muduta, Chitta mudita. Kaya kammanyata. Kaya kammanyata. Chitta kammanyata. Chitta kammanyata. Kaya pagunyata. Kaya pagunyata. Chitta pagunyata. Chitta pagunyata. Kayujukata. 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 Chittujukata. 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 About the virati, Samma vacha. Samma vacha. Samma kammant. Samma kammant. Samma ajiva. Samma ajiva. Samma ajiva. Elementables, Appamanya Chetasika, there are two. Karuna, Karuna, Mudita. Mudita. But non-delusion, Amoha, Panya. Panyindriya. 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 Thus, ending in all the 52 type of mental factors. Now, total how many? There are 52 type of mental factors. Okay, understand? Okay. Now, we have to know how many mental factors arise with which mind, with wholesome mind, with unwholesome mind, etc. We want to know clearly. Okay. Now we can go to the next page, page number 4. Association of mental factors, Sampayoganaya. Sampayoganaya. Now, do you remember about the chitta? The last time we studied, there are 89 chitta. Now they say, the 7 universal mental factors arise in all the 89 type of consciousness. Do you remember? Okay. The 7 universal mental factors arise in the all type of consciousness. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the occasionals, Chetasika. Among the occasionals, the mental factors is Vitakka. Initial application arises in 55 type of consciousness. You see, now Vitakka can arise among the 55 type of chitta, no? Yeah. How we understand initial applications arises in 55 type of consciousness. What are they? In all type of sense sphere consciousness, but except the 2 set of 5-fold sense consciousness. Now you see, there are 54 chitta in the Kamavachara plane, except 2 set of 5-fold sense consciousness. Means we have to understand 54 minus 10, and we have to add in the 11 type of first jhana consciousness. What are the 11? What are the 11? In the first jhana, in the Kamavachara plane, in the first jhana of the Rupavachara plane, there one is the wholesome, one is the resultant, one is the functional. There are 3. And the first jhana, the Sotapatti, first jhana, Sakadagami, first jhana, Anagami, first jhana, Arahata, first jhana. Now this way there are 11 type of Supramandal first jhana consciousness. Together they are 11. Now you see, initial application arises in 55 type of consciousness. Means the minus 10 type of yes, because the Vitaka not arising the eye base, ear, nose, tongue, body, no? Vitaka not arising with the fivefold sense consciousness. Okay, now, but the first jhana, there are two types first jhana, no? Mundane, there are three first jhana. Supermundane, there are 8. Means the Sotapatti Magga first jhana, Sotapatti Pala first jhana. Sakadagami Magga first jhana, Sakadagami Pala first jhana. Anagami Magga first jhana, Anagami Pala first jhana. Arahata Magga first jhana, Arahata Pala first jhana. There are 8 first jhana. Plus there are 3 type of immaterial, the 5 material first jhana. Total become 11. Okay, now there are 55 initial applications. Now initial applications arising with 55 chitta. 55 chitta. But sustained application arises in 66 type of consciousness. This one also very everyone know about the except the 2 set of fivefold sense consciousness, but in the all type of sense sphere consciousness there are 44, because 54 minus 10 vijnana, there are 44. In the first type of 11 type of first jhana consciousness, there are 11. The 11 type of second jhana consciousness, there are 22. 54 plus 22 become 66. And now see, the sustained applications arising in 66 type of consciousness are very important. Okay. Okay. Now, decisions. Adhimokha decisions. In the all type of consciousness, there are 89. There are minus, except the two sect of fivefold sense consciousness, and except in the consciousness accompanied by doubt, vichikicha mind. Now you see, except 10 consciousness and vichikicha mind, doubtful mind, doubtful thought. Now total, the decision arises with the 78 consciousness. About the energy, virya. How about energy? Energy arises in 73 type of consciousness. 73 type of consciousness. Now you see, in all type of consciousness, there are 89. Except the Fido adverting consciousness. Now, do you remember? Except one, the Fido adverting consciousness. Except the two set of fivefold sense consciousness. There are 10. Expect the receiving consciousness and investigating consciousness. There are 2 receiving mind, there are 2 investigating mind. And do you remember? 1 plus 10 plus 2 plus 3 become 16. 89 mind consciousness plus minus there are 16 become 73. You see, 73. Now the energy arising with 73 type of consciousness. Same way, joy arises in 51 type of consciousness. Because they remember all chitta become 121. Expect those accompanied by unpleasant feeling. You see, because the patika sampayutta, domana sahagata, there are two consciousness arising with the joy. Expect those accompanied by neutral feeling, upekha, equanimity feeling. This is also we have to avoid. Expect the body consciousness, because body is one is a sukha sahagata kaya vinyana, this one dukkha sahagata kaya vinyana. And same way, expect to the four jhana consciousness. Fourth jhana consciousness, because no more any, fourth jhana consciousness. Now you can, the 2 plus 55 plus 2 plus 11. There are 121. Now you see, now we had to count, no? 7. There are 70. Yeah. Joy not arising with 70 consciousness, no? What are the 70 means? Expect those accompanied by unpleasant feeling. Same way, neutral feel, upekha mind. Same way, the body consciousness and fourth jhana consciousness. Okay. About the desire, chanda. Chanda is arising with 69 consciousness. Except the rootless consciousness, ahetuka mind. Now do you remember the ahetuka mind? The chanda not arising with the ahetuka mind. Expect the delusion rooted consciousness, moha mind, akusala chitta. There are two moha mind. This one also not arising. In the desire, the chanda giving support to arise 69 consciousness, 69 type of consciousness. Okay. Now about the delusion, the desire. Now unwholesome factor. Now about the unwholesome factors, akusala cetasika. Delusion, moral shamelessness, moral fearlessness, and restlessness are called universal unwholesome factor. They arise in the all 12 type of unwholesome type of consciousness. You see the 4 cetasika arising with the unwholesome mind. Okay, unwholesome mind. How about the lobha, greed, arises in the body, in only the 8 type of consciousness rooted in greed. You see? Now understand, no? Wrong view arises in the 4 type of greed rooted consciousness associated with wrong view. You see? Wrong view always arises with the wrong view mind. Wrong view always combining. Conceit, mana, arises in the 4 type of greed rooted, continues disassociated with wrong view, from wrong view. You see, this one also understand. About the dosa chatuska, dosa group, hatred group, hatred, envy, avarice, and remorse arise in the 2 type of consciousness. Dosa, issa, machariya, kukkucha. There are 4 things. Hatred can arise alone or in the combinations with either envy, avarice, and remorse, separately. Yeah. Same way, itina midda arise in the 5 type of promotions, consciousness. Doubt arises in only the type of consciousness associated with doubt. Associated with doubt. Okay, now understand. How about beautiful Chetasika? Sobana Chitta. The 19 universal beautiful factors arises in all the 59 type of beautiful consciousness. Now do you remember how many beautiful mind, how many unbeautiful mind? Unwholesome, 12 type of unwholesome and others. Means the ahetuka chitta, rootless chitta. There are 30, no? Now you see the 89 consciousness, there are 89 minus 30 become 69. Okay, so 59. Now the beautiful all factors arise in all the 59 type of beautiful consciousness. Okay. Now about the virati. The 3 virati arise in the 16 type of consciousness. Especially every supermandan type of consciousness necessarily together in their entirety. Because the 3 virati always definitely arise with the supermundane wholesome mind. Okay, that's why in the supermundane wholesome consciousness, there are 4 magga. The supermundane resultant consciousness, there are 4 phala. The magga jnana, phala jnana. The knowledge of path, knowledge of receiving. Sorry. Then in the supermundane, the knowledge of the path knowledge and fruition knowledge. Path knowledge and fruition knowledge. Because the virati always arises with the path and fruition knowledge. But same way, in the sense sphere wholesome type of consciousness, only occasionally and separately arising. In the sense sphere wisdom, so the wholesome consciousness. You see, because the wholesome mind arising from the arising with the wholesome. Because the virati always arising together with the supermundane consciousness, but virati arising with the sense sphere consciousness and occasionally or separately. Okay, this is the meaning. But the 2 illimitables arise only occasionally and separately in 28 type of consciousness, namely the fine material sphere consciousness. There are 15. Okay, except the 5th jhana consciousness. 3. Sense sphere wholesome consciousness. Sense sphere functional consciousness with it rooted. Now you see, because how we understand about that, illimitable means the karuna mudita, no? Karuna mudita. Karuna arising in the karuna jhana moment. Mudita also arising in the mudita jhana moment. Okay, karuna mudita arising with the karuna jhana moment, mudita jhana moment. Means the karuna we can practice up to 4th jhana according to the sutta. According to Abhidhamma, according to sutta, we can up to 3rd jhana. But anyway, vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata is the 1st jhana. Vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata 2nd jhana. Piti Sukha Ekagata third jhana. Sukha Ekagata fourth jhana. Upekha Ekagata fifth jhana. Now about the two illimitables arising with the in the fine material sphere conscious, there are 14. So 15, but except the fifth jhana consciousness, fifth one, there are 12. Sense sphere wholesome consciousness occasionally arising, the 8. Sense sphere functional consciousness with roots, there are 8. Now total 28. Some, however, say the compassion and appreciative joy are not present in the type of consciousness accompanied by equanimity. Thus, the fine material sphere consciousness, therefore, 15. Sense sphere wholesome, therefore, sense sphere functional conscious there with roots. But actually, the Karuna and Mudita always arise with the joyful mind. Sometimes you can understand. Okay. These 5 Chetasikas, the 3 Virati, 2 Appamanya, can only arise separately as they each take different object. Okay. Now again we are going to wisdom. Wisdom arises in 47 type of consciousness, namely the sense sphere consciousness with knowledge. There are 12. The fine material sphere consciousness, there are 15. The immaterial sphere consciousness, there are 12. Super mundane consciousness, there are 8. Total 47. Okay, now wisdom mind arising with the 47 consciousness. So 47 type of consciousness. Okay, wisdom. But the note, in counting Chetasikas, we count the association of the Chetasika with Chitta. Vitakka is first Chetasika, which arises in occasions with 55 Chitta. So Vitakka is counted as 55 Vitakka. Okay, 55. In all type of sense sphere consciousness, there are 54, except 2 set of 5-fold sense consciousness in the 11 type of first jhana consciousness, Vitakka. Okay, now we can understand. Anyway, envy, avarice, wrong, abstinence, companions, and the joy and conceit, mana, arise separately and occasionally. So do sloth and torpor, but is combination the remaining factors. Apart from those methods above, 52 plus 11, 41. Are fixed, adjusted. Okay, now I think maybe how we to some Chetasika, not aniyata yogi, no, not niyata yogi means the not arising others. Yeah, because the niyata yogi is fixed. Some Chetasika fixed with the some mind. Aniyata yogi not fixed, cannot make sure. This is the meaning. Okay. A combination of mental factors, Chetasika Sangha. Yeah, a combination of mental factors. Supermundane consciousness, Lokottara Chitta, there are 5 ways, no? First Lokottara Jhana, second Jhana, third Jhana, fourth Jhana, fifth Jhana. 8 types of supermundane, first Jhana consciousness, fourth path and 4 fruition combines with 36 mental factors. Okay. uh, expect the except two illimitables, Appamanya. No, 36, understand, no? Okay. The two illimitables are excluded because they always take the concept of living being as an object, while the supermundane consciousness take Nibbana as an object. Now you see, because of the Nibbana object, Appamanya not arising with the Lokuttara Chitta. This one you must understand. About the 8 type of supermundane consciousness, so the 8 type of supermundane second jhana consciousness combine with 35 mental factors except vitakka. Yeah, same mental factors by except vitakka. Initial application. Okay. The 8 type of supermundane third jhana consciousness combined with 34 mental factors except initial and sustained application. Okay. Application. The 8 type of supermundane fourth jhana consciousness combined with 33 mental factors means expect initial sustained application joy. Okay. Now this you have to understand. The supermundane fourth jhana is a total 33. Same way, 8 type of supermundane fifth jhana consciousness combined with 33 mental factors. As a supermundane fourth jhana but accompanied by equanimity in state of happiness. Yeah, you see, now expect initial application, sustained application, and joy. Yeah, now about the Mahagata Chitta. Mahagata Chitta, there are 3 types of Mahagata first jhana consciousness, wholesome, resultant, functional, combined with 35 mental factors. How we understand? Now you see, all the ethically variables 13, all beautiful mental factors 25, minus expect the 3 abstain. Yeah, now the Mahagata first jhana, 35 mental factors. Okay, now the same way the second jhana, how many mental factors? But the second jhana is expect they are with except vitakka, again 34. But the third jhana except vitakka vichara, they are 3. In the 4 type of Mahagata fourth jhana consciousness combined with 33 mental factors. Means expect initial and sustained application joy. Okay. Now 15 types of Lokuttara fifth jhana, because the immaterial, the fine material, there are 3 jhana, immaterial, there are 12 jhana. Fine material sphere 5th jhana and all the immaterial sphere consciousness combined with 30 mental factors. All ethically variable except initial sustained joy, all beautiful mental factors except 3 virati, except 2 illimitable. There are 30 consciousness arise with the 5th jhana. Sense sphere beautiful consciousness, kamavachara sobana chitta, wholesome. How about wholesome? They are 38. Very easy, no? 13 Pakinaka plus 25 Chetasika becomes 38. The same way, but the second jhana, except second part, second knowledge, second chitta, there no wisdom, no, because except wisdom become 37. Third group, third fair accompanied by equanimity associated with knowledge combined with 37 mental factors. Okay, now without joy become 37. Fourth jhana accompanied by equanimity, this associated with knowledge combined with 36 mental factors. Yeah, now see, excellent knowledge also. Yeah, 36. About the functional Kiriya mind, the four-way, first jhana, about the Kiriya, there are 35 mental factors. I think maybe there's someone remember all the Abhidhamma, they can count, they can easily understand. But someone doesn't know the Paramattha ultimate reality, is difficult to understand, difficult to get the meaning. But anyway, you can listen, and when you are free, you can read again and again and try to by heart all things. Very important for us to develop our Abhidhamma knowledge. About the second group, the second group, third group, and fourth group means the eight type of the mundane wholesome, the sense sphere of wholesome. They want to divide. They want to understand. Okay, now I think maybe everything very clearly about the fourth sphere accompanied by equanimity is associated with knowledge combined with 33 mental factors. Okay, this way we have to understand. About the resultant mind. Resultant mind is the vipaka mind. First pair, the first two, Somanasa Sahagata, Jnana Sampayutta, Asankari Vipaka Chitta, Sasankari Vipaka Chitta. Two functional, two resultant mind. They are also arising 30 all ethically variable, Anyasamana Chetasika, all beautiful, among the beautiful mental factors, except 3 virati and 2 apamanya. Because the Pratisandhi moment difficult to get in the sensual plane, virati and apamanya. This is meaning. Total one, there are 33. The second pair, accompanied by pleasure, this associated with knowledge, combined with 33 mental factors, okay, except knowledge. Same way, except, okay, now we can, I think, understand, no? Okay, understand. Okay, now they have the chart. They have the chart. Distinction among the beautiful consciousness. Supermundane, supreme, sublime, middle, sense sphere, limited. Supreme, the middle, and limited. Wholesome, no illimitables, no abstinence. Okay, means no virati. No apamanya, no virati. Anyway, how we understand about the chart. Now we already study how we count in the jhana and the supermundane and wholesome. Everything according to this chart also you can understand. Okay, this is the short-term chart. Short-term chart means the summary of the Abhidhamma notes. Unwholesome consciousness, akusala chitta, unprompted, there are 3 ways. First, unprompted, greed, rooted, accompanied by pleasure, associated with wrong view, combined with 19 mental factors. This okay, that's right. Okay, that's right. But the second unprompted, greed rooted, accompanied by pleasure, this associates with wrong view, combined with 19 mental factors. There are 13 anyasamana. There are 4 universal, all unwholesome delusion group. Greed, conceit, mana. There are 19. Okay. These 2 with 90 mental factors above are considered the 5 way of combination. Third, unprompted, greed rooted, accompanied by equanimity, associated with wrong view, combined with 18 mental factors. Now, listeners, we can understand now how about IT. After fourth, unprompted, greed rooted, accompanied by equanimity, disassociated with wrong view, combined with 18 mental factors, but the fourth jhana. Okay, there are 18. Sorry, not the jhana, sorry. The fourth unprompted, greed rooted, for Mahavipaka, the fourth group. Fifth, unprompted, hatred root. So this one, they were akusala, no? Sorry, akusala chitta we call. Because akusala chitta, there are first 8 lobha, they are prompted and unprompted. Sometimes associate wrong view, sometimes not associate wrong view. This way we can count. But the fifth, the unprompted, hatred rooted, accompanied by displeasure, associated with hatred, the dosa, combined with 20 mental factors. Actually, all universal unwholesome delusion group and all hatred group. But hatred group, there are, the 4 hatred group mental factors occasionally, but those are arising, but other 3 occasionally arising with the dosa. Now you can understand. But prompted, there are 3 ways. The 5 prompted consciousness below correspond directly to the respective unprompted consciousness above with 2 additional mental factors of sloth and torpor respectively. Means because Tinamid arising together. First prompted, greed rooted, accompanied by pleasure, associated with wrong view, combined with 21 mental factors. Means Tinamid, that together with the Tinamid. But the second prompted also same way, Tinamid. There are 21. Okay. Third prompted, greed rooted, accompanied by equanimity, associated with wrong view, combined with 20 mental factors, same way. Fifth, but the fourth also same. Fifth, prompted, hatred rooted, accompanied by displeasure, associated with aversion, means the hatred, combined with 22 mental factors. Okay, now Tinamidda also join. About the delusion group. Okay, about the delusion group, restlessness, consciousness, delusion rooted, accompanied by equanimity, associated with restless, combined with 15 mental factors. All the 30, all Anyasaman the 30, except desire and joy. All universal unwholesome delusion group, there are 15. Okay, except the 2 among the Anyasamana Chetasika and all universal unwholesome delusion group, there are 15. Doubt consciousness, delusion rooted, accompanied by equanimity, associated with doubt, combined with 15 mental factors, but except doubt. Okay. These 2 delusion-rooted consciousness with 15 mental factors are considered the 7th way of combination. Thus, it is in total 7 way of combination for unwholesome consciousness. Okay, now 40 mental factors, all ethically variable, excluding desire, joy, and decisions, and all universal unwholesome group, delusion group, associated with the all unwholesome consciousness. Okay, rootless consciousness, but ahetuka, smile producing consciousness. They combined with 12 mental factors except desire. Determination, so determining consciousness, mind to adverting combination, combinations with 11 mental factors except joy and desire. Investigating consciousness accompanied by pleasure combines with 11 mental factors, okay, except virya. This mind element, mind to adverting consciousness, and 2 receiving consciousness, and rootless rebirth linking consciousness, 2 investigating consciousness, accompanied by equanimity, combined with 10 mental factors. All ethical the variables, they are 13, except desire, joy, and energy, they are 10. 2 types of five-fold sense sphere consciousness. I conscious ear, nose, tongue, body. Yes, there are universal mental factors are rising together. There are 7 mental factors. Five-fold sense sphere consciousness. Understand? No, only 7 universal. Okay, now this is a summary of the Chetasika note. But now I think maybe, do you remember about the Chitta also? There are the 89 or 52 Chetasika. But next week we are going to start the RUPA. But earlier our group will send the 28 of type of RUPA to by heart to practice. Because tomorrow next week before come to the class, you should by heart the 28 type of RUPA. Sister, brothers, please share the RUPA 28 RUPA notes for the every audience to practice, because otherwise they are difficult for the understand. But anyway, if you know the clearly Chitta and Chetasika, this is very important. Now the 2 Paramattha, briefly we know, we can understand, we can practice. But if someone want to know the deeply about the Chitta and Chetasika in future, you can practice, you can study under your teacher. Okay. Now I think maybe the Chitta Chetasika, the revision class we already finished today. But the Rupa, you should understand, but the Nibbana Rupa, Anibbana Rupa, etc. They are explaining in the notes. Punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu idamme punyang nibbanas paccayo hotu mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu sadhu 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 sukhi hotu nibbana paccayo hotu.